Use disease or illness to supersize and grow your business. What the heck does that mean? You're like, what are you talking about, Sharon? That's just crazy. If I'm sick or if I'm feeling under the weather, or if I've got an illness or a disease, that's my excuse for not supersizing and growing your business. Well, I'm going to tell you, as somebody who's had chronic pain most of my life, but especially since my early 20s, it falls upon you and it falls upon me to each deal with what's going on in our own life. And I shared in the Be a Better You annual challenge a book by Louise Hay that really helped me. I actually discovered it before my sudden cardiac arrest, but I just kind of read it and like put it aside and tucked it away in my subconscious and didn't really pay attention to it. And then I had a sudden cardiac arrest. I'm not even going to share that or the ramifications of that. But in this book, Louise Hay contends, and I have to agree with her based on my life experiences over and over and over again, that every kind of illness or disease that we have is here to show us something. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're dealing with chronic pain, it does not feel like it's here to show us something. But pain is always there to get our attention. It's always there to show us something. So I'm going to share a couple of mine with you. She's got in the back of the book a section where any kind of ailment, any kind of disease, anything that's showing up in your body, she will describe it, the problem. Then she says the probable cause. Now, of course, it's not 100% dead nuts on all the time, but the probable cause should at least give us pause to think about, where might that be showing up in my business or my life? And why is it impacting me now? There's always a reason, but we have to be willing to look for it. And then a new thought pattern or a new way of looking at it, a different perspective to help us to deal with that and alleviate that disease or pain. Because although I actually started my own businesses, no, I didn't start when I was 13 for that, but over and over again, I've gotten involved in different businesses. So I didn't have to be dependent on somebody else or some other entity for a paycheck in order to live the life I wanted to live. So let's look at eyes, because I'm legally blind. So obviously I have some problem with my eyes. And she says, represents the capacity to see clearly past, present, and future. And then the recommended new thought pattern is, I see with love and joy. So what am I going to do today? I am going to say over and over and over again as I go about my day in my head, or maybe out loud, I see with love and joy. I see with love and joy. I see with love and joy. All right. The other thing you often hear me mention or complain about is my knees. I put ninja in the knee bookmarker area. I'm going to read this one to you too, because I think it's really interesting. Knee problems. I'm going to call them knee problems. It says, probable cause, stubborn ego and pride, inability to bend, fear, inflexibility, and won't give in. Now, where in my life might that be happening? Where in my business might that be happening? And if it is, try this. And this is a biggie, I thought. Forgiveness, understanding, compassion. I bend and flow with ease, and all is well. I love these, right? Because we can find a new thought pattern or affirmation, even if we don't actually know or understand what's causing it. If we change this thought pattern, we start to alleviate the pain and the disease. And nobody wants to have discomfort, pain, or disease in any area or the aspect of your life. So I highly recommend Louise Hay's book as a guide to help you to be more self-aware, as well as if you're more self-aware, if you're alleviating all the things that are causing you discomfort in your personal life, then you show up better in your business. That in and of itself helps you grow and build and supersize your business. Now, you can apply this same type of concept to your business if you really want to grow and supersize it. What are the problems, the physical manifestations, and the showing up of problems in your business right now? Do you have a particular department or function in your business that is dysfunctional, right? Dis-ease, dysfunctional mean they're not working as they should, because everything should flow smoothly as we're building and growing and supersizing our business. Now, does that mean that problems and challenges aren't going to show up? No, because just like pain, they're there to show us something so that we actually pay attention to that and do and adjust and pivot and take action in order to get rid of that bottleneck, get rid of that problem, get rid of that challenge. I want to hear your take on this topic today. Do you have, and have you ever looked at the things that are going on in your business from the 10,000 foot view, where you step back and you analyze, do a SWOT analysis, look at, and ask yourself, hey, what is our biggest challenge today? What do we think is the root cause, and what are we going to do about it? Because until we take action on it, it's just going to grow and grow and grow. And those are the things that can actually destroy your business from the inside out. How do I know that? I've seen it happen in my business and in a lot of other people's businesses. So let's pay attention to the things that are showing up in our business, the problems that we're having. If we're having the same type problems over and over and over again, we need to find out the root cause, and then we need to solve that problem. So share in the comments below. Do you have a problem, a recurring problem in your business? Hit me up and ask, and let's look at it together and take care of it and improve it, just like we improve our bodies once and for all. Have an amazing day, and I'll, of course, see you tomorrow.